Now, if you're a lazy person, but you still want to learn how to solo on guitar, tired of trying and you don't know how to go about it, you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you 4 steps that you use to get started with soloing. So make sure you follow this video step by step, and the end has applications. So I'm not going to just teach you steps, I'm going to teach you practical applications. Now, these are the 4 steps. The first step I'm going to show you is called the melodic approach. And for this particular method, we're going to make use of your major scale, just like you heard in the example I just played. So let's get started with the first step. Now, the melodic approach, what this simply means is to make your scale sound singable. What do I mean singable? Like, instead of playing my scale like, no, I want it to sound like a voice. Da 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 da. Da 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 do re mi fa mi fa mi. Does that sound nice? Sounds better than just playing. Instead of sounding like a robot or sounding like a random exercise. Now, the essence of this is to open your mind to see possibilities with your notes, right? This approach is called the melodic approach, making your notes sound singable. And this is the first step. This is the first element. So like I said, I'm going to show you how to apply all these elements at the end of the video. So make sure you stay. Now, we're going to move right to the second element. The second element for this improvisation or melodic approach, still on the melodic approach, is your pentatonic scale. Now, a lot of you must have heard the pentatonic scale, but don't know the application. Don't worry, I'm going to show you. All you have to do, if you don't know how to play your pentatonic scale, come here on your 5th fret, use your index finger, play 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, then 1, 4, 1, 4. This is not a tutorial for pentatonic, but I'm going to attach a pentatonic tutorial video to this. So once you know how to play this, the same approach that you use to play your major scale melodically, I want you to use the same approach. Think of it the same way. How can I make my pentatonic scale sound singable? The easiest approach is to always ensure you use a backing track. And by the end of this video, I'm going to attach you a backing track that I use to practice so that you become better. So this is what I'll do. Instead of playing like this, sounding like an exercise, I'll just ensure I sound like I'm singing on the guitar. Doesn't that sound beautiful? So all I'm simply doing is playing my pentatonic scale melodically instead of playing it randomly like I'm doing a random exercise, right? After you've learned those two, remember we've learned the major scale approach, we've learned the pentatonic approach melodically. We're going to go right into the next approach. Now, this next approach is something that makes up your chord. Let's imagine your C major chord. Your C major chord is made up of 3 notes, right? Now, this particular approach is called the triad approach. First of all, let's learn how to play triads. Now, this C major chord is made up of 3 notes, right? Your C, E, and G, right? C, E, G. The same way we played your major scale, your pentatonic scale melodically, we're going to apply the same concept with our triad. Doesn't that make sense? So imagine I'm breaking down my chords. Imagine I'm playing my C, then G, then F. All I'll simply do is to break them down. C, E, G, then G, then F, A, C, right? Now I'm playing it melodically. It's going to sound something like this. C, E, G, then F, A, C, G, B, D, right? F, A, C, then I go back to my C, E, G. The interesting or good thing about triads is that I can play them in different order, different inversion. So instead of playing C, E, G or 1, 3, 5, I can play 1, 5, 3. Then if I go to the next chord, the same pattern, 1, 5, 3. Then da 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 just play around the notes to come up with your own singable melody. Sometimes you can just sing it. Da 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 da. As simple as that, and you are going to see that you have a lot of options. The reason why I'm showing you all of this is to give you a broad number of options to work with. When you are soloing, you don't just work with a scale or anything. You use different concepts together. That's the essence of this particular video. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have been waiting for. Let us learn how we can put all of this into practice. But before then, there's something very important you should take note of. It's called the chord tone. Now, what is a chord tone? The chord tone is simply a note that is part of a particular chord. So my C major, for example, is made up of my C, E, and G, right? What this means is that my C is a chord tone of C, my E is a chord tone of C, and my G is also a chord tone of my C. So when you are trying to improvise or when you are soloing, if you want to make your soloing to sound melodic and to make sense, the best thing you do is listen to that particular chord playing, then target the chord tones, target the notes that make up the particular chord. So for example, if my C is playing, I make sure I'll target my C or E or my G, and if you do that, your solos are going to sound beautiful. So let's dive right into the practical aspect using each of these examples to show you how we can improvise. That was a major scale. Let's do the same thing for your pentatonic scale. Let's play melodically and make it sound singable. Let's go to the last and do the same. I believe by this time you have seen how all of these elements serve as different components to make up a great solo. To pick up a great solo, we're going to join each of these together and hear what it sounds like. So when you are solo, you can use them in different order. You can start from the first to the third or the other way, depending on how you're going to play it. And when soloing, be mindful of your chord tones if you want to make it sound beautiful. Let's see that example. I believe that was very, very helpful. I believe I've been able to help you see a lazy man's approach to soloing. If you watch this video to this point and up to now, you still haven't understood the concept of soloing, I don't know what to say with this. But I've created other videos, like 3 other videos, that are going to help you open your mind to understand soloing better. So I think it's going to be a good point to go to this next video and learn soloing properly. But before you go, make sure you hit the subscribe and notifications. Then see you there.